Greetings everybody, this is Hexedmagica, and welcome to episode 6 of the Final Fantasy Wiki's Let's Play of Final Fantasy V. With me today are...
Catuse,
Master of Horses, Faith Mount.
And Some Color Mage.
Well today we get our airship, which is pretty good.
Is it? I'm gonna grill you on this. In terms of airships in the Final Fantasy series, this is definitely one of the worst.
It is. It's not even, it literally doesn't even get a name.
Yeah, and this one comes with mid.
Wait, does it not have a name? Really?
I don't remember this one having a name.
I don't think it's named, not even in the anime nobody watched of this series. Well, the sequel one.
It's called an airship. It's called an airship, according to our wiki.
Yeah.
There you go, that's its name.
Okay. It is and airship.
Exactly.
Its first name and, second name airship.
Yeah. See, the Final Fantasy airship, the one from this game, is the airship. This is an airship to differentiate.
Yeah.
Actually, every single airship is named except this one. Kind of sad. Oh well.
I'm not sure if mid's walk around AI is that stupid here, or... Oh yeah, there's a random boss battle here for God knows why.
Because obviously there haven't been enough boss fights.
The airship is full of lobsters.
Yeah, where is Galoof with his rock lobster punching hands?
It's full of a rock lobster.
Yeah.
You silence the lobster. How is a lobster supposed to speak about lobster issues now on the lobster stage? It's oppressed. You're oppressing the lobster minority. You're a monster.
What the fuck, Scathe? What the actual fuck?
Look, because I'm just a trans lobster, okay? I identify with the lobster people.
what are you doing? Your shirt channel right there. Oh.
This conversation managed to distract him in the past, which is causing him...
The future changes the past.
Yeah, as we know. As we know, the future changes the past.
I also admit that although I love this game and I consider myself good at it, when I'm recording I tend to make incredibly silly mistakes.
That's actually a curse. It's called the Let's Player's Curse. It was put on the Let's Play community by an evil witch in the late 1700s.
She just saw way too far ahead.
Well, you see, actually, it had to do with the future. You see, someone in a Let's Player, a famous Let's Player, probably, one of the Swedish ones who yells at a camera and just is annoying, decided to,
so PewDiePie was so terrible that the future changed the past.
It was it was so terrible that he managed to go back and anger the witches of the past, and so she put a curse on all the Let's Players of the world so that they will play terribly when playing a game. Except for me, I'm just bad at Final Fantasy VI.
Especially blitzes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Galoof has a ton of abilities because... reasons.
He's Galoof.
Yeah.
He's got a fabulous ninja headgear.
Yeah. Completely, terrible for actually, blending in and assassinating people, but...
Well, good thing he's a ninja and not an assassin then.
Wait, why are we going back here?
Mainly because I just want to use the, free in.
It costs 50 gold to go to an inn.
Yeah, Although, like, I have terrible...
But it's free.
Yeah.
You save basically nothing.
I also...
I mean...
it saves me, like, a third of a random encounter. Plus, I have
Look.
incredible issues with Gil in this game. Like...
Would you say you have some guilt about your Gil usage?
I am not going to justify that with a response. That was
Are you
terrible.
sure?
That was terrible.
Look, just because you're not an aspiring writer for Final Fantasy XIV doesn't mean anything. I can make puns about series all the time. It's easy. I can write an MMO.
You don't even play FF14 yet.
That's all I've heard. Is it's just a bunch of puns.
He will by the
together.
time this video comes out, okay?
Considering I'm sort of behind, I'm pretty sure I'm probably just gonna upload this video as soon as I process it, so...
Oh.
But you see, by uploading this video, we will change the past, which will change the future, and make it so Scathe can play on something that isn't a Mac and so already has the game.
Exactly.
No, it'll change the past such that Scathe never bought a Mac in the first place.
Yeah.
I know.
So he can
That's
actually
actually
play games.
So so that my grandmother decided to not just give me a Mac for some reason. Yeah, actually, I just play in a box of hamsters. like Cat does, you know. He just plays in a box of hamsters. Having played a lot of online video games with him, I can attest that his computer is in fact just a box of hamsters.
That would make a ton of sense.
Honestly, considering what Yoon and I have managed to play the game on, you could probably run Final Fantasy XIV on a box of hamsters.
It wouldn't run well at all, like...
Well, no,
the
the hamsters run really well, but the game doesn't.
Like, on my old computer, before I started playing on PS4, it was pretty much consistently 15 FPS, and the only time the frame rate got smooth is that one scene in the Walking Sands after the Galleons have come in and massacred them all. So all these corpses everywhere, but hey, the frame rate's solid.
Like, everybody's dead, but like, hey, my frame rate isn't shit anymore.
I think that's a message. I think it's an important message.
Yeah, blood.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to be willing to sacrifice a few people to get your frame rate down.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Meanwhile, in Final Fantasy V, filler.
Oh yeah, this is pretty much filler. It's like...
I don't think we talked about Final Fantasy V this entire video because nothing's happened this whole time.
Yeah. Here's a...
we fought a rock lobster and then... I don't know.
We beat down lobster rights.
About Ash.
The lobster rights have been removed from Final Fantasy V.
The big idea is we have to get Adamantite because it's a plot thing to let our airship get to the final dungeon of the first world. And apparently...
So basically, this is just a waste of time, basically. You could just go there anyway, but no, you've got to fight a bunch of turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The jury is still out on whether they're teenage or mutant. Or possibly even ninjas.
Or heroes, depending if you live on Stupid Land, also known as Britain, where they decided to rename the show Teenage Hero Mutant Turtles, because ninjas apparently promote violence.
And heroes don't? Like, have you not seen how heroes just, like, double hit everything?
They also edited out the nunchucks, but not the weird spiny sword things.
Okay, as you do.
Yep.
Alright, so we got a purple crystal. This is the same stuff that Wolverine makes his claws out of, except that... Not at all.
No, that's adamantium, actually.
Yeah.
My friend. I think you've angered a lot of people who spend a lot more time watching and reading very boring things that have much annoying continuity.
Yeah.
What, is like adamantium the purified metal and adamantite the weird purple thingy?
Yeah, let's just go off that. That works.
The turtle just murdered an old man.
turtles.
You know, fun fact. If you would bother to actually, do anything with blue magic, you could just cast level 5 death in this boss and he would die
Yeah,
instantly.
I know this. This is the cause of me a lot of suffering throughout World 2.
Also, again, if the player of the game remembered how to use blue magic and mix correctly, this would not be an FFWiki LP.
Yeah, like I'm probably gonna show off the. Wait, did they fix the berserk bug with Neo X stuff?
No.
I don't think it's fixed in this game. It might be fixed in the mobile version.
The one with the ugly sprites, but we don't.
The mobile version, we don't talk about that version. That's really
Yeah.
bad.
Unless you're Techno, in which case.
In which case, we can speak ill of him when he's not here.
Techno, if you're listening to this, we have nothing against you, it's just we don't understand why you like mobile gaming. Well, the mobile version.
Wait, can you flee from this battle?
I think so?
That would be kind of funny if you could just leave. Like, yeah, I don't really want to fight the boss. See you guy. Yeah, it's like
I sort of wish that worked for bosses like that, but yeah.
you can do that in Chrono Cross.
Really?
Chrono Cross is a bad game though, so I wouldn't.
Also, usually if you ran away in Chrono Cross, wouldn't it like dump you right on top of the boss anyway? So you'd have to fight him again in 2 seconds.
Yeah, basically it'll be like, ho ho ho! You tried to run away from me. Sorry, buddy. And you just fight him again. But you get like a second to go to your inventory because Chrono Cross is a game that doesn't actually have any skill involvement whatsoever.
Is it just terrible?
No. Chrono Cross is a game that I admire, but it's also terrible.
Okay.
They tried really hard, but it's also terrible.
They tried so hard, did not get far at all.
No, they didn't get. Well, they got pretty far in a game that's actually really awful.
They got so far at sucking.
The problem with Chrono Cross, which since there's nothing happening in this game right now, I'll enumerate, is basically the combat is really broken, and the story is really rushed, which means that the second disc of the game is basically just a huge info dump. So at the very end of those, oh yeah, by the way, this, and then you fight the final boss.
That sounds really familiar, and I can't remember what game.
My other
Xenogears.
Yeah, that's it.
Xenogears is worse though.
Like around that time, basically, wasn't Square like cannibalizing all of its other games to just continue shoveling money into FF8?
Yes, that's the story of Xenogears.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's going on right now. They're cannibalizing all these terrible games, making these awful Final Fantasy 13 spin-offs. They can keep funding Final Fantasy 15.
No, it's obviously because in the future...
To be fair, Lightning Returns' budget was probably only about 10 cents.
which is as much as I'm willing to pay for that game.
I'd rather Square pay me, like, 10 cents to play it.
Yeah, if I got paid 10 cents, I would play Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns. I could use that 10 cents to do absolutely nothing because it's 10 cents.
Yeah.
I mean, Lightning Returns might be fun just to sit around with a bunch of people from the Final Fantasy Wiki and make fun of it. But
well, that's what we did for Advent Children. I don't think that got up.
No, I don't think we got around
Drake
to
lost all the audio for that.
so just you made fun of it, but never got uploaded.
Yeah, we did an Advent Children video, but Drake lost all the audio, so we couldn't.
I still have my audio.
it.